Alright, hi guys, I'm Tracy. Thank you for joining me today. Welcome to today's video. So I wanted to do a foundation video because I got a notice in the mail saying that there's a foundation sale at Sephora starting from the 16th. I threw the notice away, but I'm pretty sure it's just Rouge members, I think. If you guys know, let me know, because I saw it and I can't find the little postcard. But I wanted to mention the 6 foundations that I use. Well, I don't use all of them, but these are ones that I've tried over the past couple years that I feel are worth mentioning. And I'm going to go from my least favorite to my favorite. That will be at the end. So let's just get started. My least favorite, and I had such high expectations for this, is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. Now I have the wrong shade, so that is probably why I don't use this. But even if the shade, I'll show you guys, even if this shade were to work, it's very dry. It's very matte. It's full coverage, which is what I prefer. Oh, really quick, I do prefer medium to full coverage, lightweight with a natural finish. I don't really like super luminous. I don't like super matte, just something in between, maybe leaning more matte. And I have dry skin in the winter and combo in the summer. So I have something for pretty much everything, except with this one, it's 6N, which, you know, according to the site should be my shade, but I feel like this shade runs really kind of peach. I don't know if you guys can tell. In my hand, it might not look so bad, but it also accentuates, I think, fine lines. You can see it. Like, I can see it here, but I think it's supposed to be good for, you know, mature skin, but this is not a good finish for me. If you have dry skin, I don't think this would work for you. If you have oily skin and you want a full coverage foundation, this might work for you. But I just feel like it kind of feels heavy when you wear it, and I just didn't think it was very comfortable. So I got it from Selfridges, so I couldn't exchange it or anything, so I'm stuck with it. But I am definitely not going to try like another shade. So that is my least favorite. Sorry, Charlotte Tilbury. I like pretty much everything else from her. Okay, and then the next one is the Makeup Forever Reboot Foundation. Now I used a lot of this, and I used this when like I wasn't going anywhere and I really didn't care about the coverage, because this has very light coverage. It's for me, it really does not do enough as far as covering things up. But what I do like is it's very, very weightless, and the shades of this brand, the Makeup Forever shades, are really, really good for me. So, you know, if you want a lightweight, light coverage foundation, I really do think this is a good choice. I like the way it smells too. Something about it just smells very clean. It doesn't smell like a heavy fragrance, but I do like this if it just had more coverage. But, you know, I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm almost done with it. So that says a lot. I'm willing to use this, but like if I'm in front of the camera, or if I'm going somewhere, if I'm going out pretty much, I just don't feel like that's enough coverage for me. But overall, it is a great foundation if you don't have a lot to cover up. Okay, and then the next one is gonna be the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue Foundation. This is my newest one, and it's actually gonna be on sale at Ulta. So if you are interested, you know, get it for 50% off at Ulta soon. And I got this as a recommendation from Mel Thompson. This is one of her favorite foundations. And so the really great thing about it, it's very lightweight. It's got, you know, very medium coverage. It's very watery, so it really like spreads all over. But for me, just because I need the coverage, I tend to go through a lot of this. This is new, so I mean, I have a lot, but I do really like these shades. This shade is 2N1, and it's a really good match. It's a little light for me now, 2N1 Desert Beige. Also, the packaging is very easy to store or to travel with. It's very light, not not a lot of waste involved. The thing that I'm not so crazy about is the finish. It's very luminous, and I just don't prefer a luminous foundation. And I find myself like, you know, catching myself throughout the day and just thinking, oh my god, I'm so shiny. See how shiny that is? And then when it's on my face, it looks even shinier. You definitely don't need to use highlighter when you use this foundation, but it's a really good one. I would recommend this if you have mature skin, if you have dry skin and you like a luminous finish. It also has SPF 45 and there's no flashback. It doesn't feel like it has SPF. It's very comfortable, but it's just a little too shiny for me. But you know what, I do like having this, and I'll probably continue to have one in my collection, because if I want to mix up, if I want to get a matte foundation to have a little bit of luminosity and to kind of thin it out, I like mixing this. I like mixing it with the Nars Natural Radiant Foundation. I'll get to that in a second. So I do like this as a mixing medium, but oh shoot, I forgot. I got them mixed up. Anyways, I meant to mention another one first, but anyhow, I do really like this. I do recommend it for those of you who like luminous finishes. I meant to bring up the Shiseido one first as opposed to this one, but I mean, these are both very, very good. This is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. It's got SPF 30. I went into detail. I have a whole video dedicated to this one, comparing it to the other Shiseido foundation, and I prefer this one. This is my favorite Shiseido foundation that I've ever tried. It's medium buildable coverage. It's more on the matte side, and what is really good is very, very lightweight. And I think Tati kind of talked me into this some time ago, but so supposedly when you wear it, you can kind of like press in like areas that you've, you know, kind of got like creases, and it's supposed to kind of just like self-refresh. But I don't know if I necessarily do that, but I feel like the longevity on this is really good, and I really like the shades. This is all light for me. This is 210 Birch. I need a shade darker, but if this color were right for me, I would be wearing this more during the summer. It is good for, you know, wearing a mask and in the heat and if you're sweating. And it's just a really solid foundation. You could build it up to full coverage. I do get a lot of coverage out of this foundation, and this is one that I am planning to get the other shade during the sale because I really do like this. It's just like the shade is too light. Okay, so now we're down to my last two favorite foundations. Oh, I just saw one that I forgot to mention. Okay, anyhow, this is the Huda Beauty stick foundation, and this was really popular for a while, and I have the color 240N Toasted Coconut, and this is a perfect shade match for me. And I really do like the Huda Beauty colors and the shade range, and it's pretty matte. You know, it is matte, and I normally do not like stick foundations because I feel like it's drying, but this one is not. It's just so natural. It's so lightweight. If you want to look like you're not wearing makeup, I think this is a really good choice. I really do like this shade. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it has a perfect like neutral undertone, which is what I look for, and it works really well with the Hokoto this brush because this is kind of firm. So I feel like because when you put this on, it doesn't really get into the pores, so it kind of looks a little uneven, like the little dots. So when I use this to kind of press it in, it seriously does not look like I even have makeup on when I wear this. And I might get another one, although I don't know, this one seems to be going pretty far. I still have a lot left. And this one's not that expensive, so if this is on sale, I would say this is a really good one to try. And you know, if you have very dry skin, this might not be good, but I've used this when my skin was dry and it looks just fine. And I really like the shape also because I can get like a little bit more under the eyes and in this area because it's shaped, you know, like this. And this really surprised me. I thought I was gonna return it because I don't know, I didn't have a lot of expectations for this, but I really like this. I highly recommend this one. Okay, and then now my favorite, and I've mentioned this one so many times, so I apologize if it's getting boring, but my all-time favorite by far is the Nars Natural Radiant Foundation. This was released I think 3 or 4 years ago, right when I was really starting to learn about makeup and really getting into it. And I heard Desi Perkins, I don't follow her anymore, but I did when I first started watching YouTube, and she said this was her favorite foundation. She said this was the best foundation she's ever worn. Now this was, you know, a few years ago, but I really like the Nars shade range. I feel like they are very complementary to my skin tone, and I don't have a perfect match. I do mix Santa Fe and Fiji, but right now I'm like a little bit tan. I'll use the Santa Fe, and then if I'm on the fairer side in the winter, I'll use just Fiji. But these are so good. I've gone through so many. I have this one. I just had to throw it away. I think this might be my 4th or 5th bottle. So I cannot say enough things about this foundation. I will always have it, and I don't need to get any more because these are pretty full, but that is my all-time favorite foundation. I've been wearing it for a solid, you know, 3-4 years ever since it was released, and I don't know, just love that foundation. I like, aside from the Charlotte Tilbury, I really like all of the foundations I've mentioned here today, and I recommend them if it fits your needs. But you know, that's very subjective. You have preferences of your own and different skin types and concerns. So I hope this kind of helps you out decide if you're gonna get another foundation and which one to get. And I really love buying foundations because I feel like it's the product that's the most transformative to my makeup look. So, you know, I love trying new foundations. If there's something you think I should try, let me know. I'm considering trying another of the Nars, the Sheer Glow, which I heard is really good. The reason I don't get it is it comes in like in a pour bottle and you have to buy a pump and all that. But anyhow, I'm thinking of getting that one or the Armani Luminous Silk because that one is pretty expensive. So if that one is on sale, I might give that one a try. So anyhow, I'll put my shades down below, and anyhow, that's all I have for today. I hope this helps you guys out a lot. I'll see you all next time. Bye.